Alright YouTubers, what is happening? We have a new knife video today. This is the Three Rivers Manufacturing Neutron. This is a knife I've been very excited about for a while. Essentially I did a review on the Viator slip joint, which is they sent to me for review a little while ago, and I liked a lot about it, but didn't love how stiff the action was on the slip joint. So then they told me, hey, we're making a liner lock version of this knife coming soon. Same handle profile, same thin slicey blade stock. Did have an upgrade on the steel to 20 CV, which is fantastic, and a thumb stud version here on phosphorus washers, I believe. So you can see here you've got the little Neutron on the scale, which is fun, and some lightning bolts. You can also get I've got a plain black G10 in here. They sent me by mistake. They were supposed to send me some micarta, which I was stoked about, but I got some plain black G10 instead. So this is the plain black G10. So you have like tons of different color variations, and the great thing about them is you can take your T6 driver here, remove the screws, and the scale comes right off. You don't have to take the pivot off. The scale goes over the pivot. Boom. You got yourself a new knife, kinda. New scales anyway. Or you could like do a mismatch, black and red. Be kinda cool, right? So you can do a bunch of different options. So they got lots of different scale options. I believe they're about 15 bucks a piece. Super cheap. I'm gonna rock the red for now until I get the micarta from them. So let's go ahead. I just want to demonstrate that really quick, how easy it is. In fact, you know what? While we have the scale off, let's open up the knife a little bit and check out the innards. I believe it's a T8. That's a T10. That's a T8. And then you got hex screws here to take the knife fully apart. But this is how you do the pivot with a T8. Interesting, to take the liners off, you have to use a regular screwdriver essentially. Let's see if I got one here. This one might be a little big. So we're doing this video a little different than we normally do. Just gonna go right into a disassembly. Why not? It's pretty simple. The last one was kind of tight. They provide you with some Loctite as well for these, so if you want to Loctite the screws for the scales, they don't come loose, you could. I wouldn't do that if you're gonna swap them out frequently. Plus I don't even use Loctite anymore. I'll show you guys what I use now. Let's get that liner off first. Oh, we lost our barrel spacers. There should be 3 of them though. What the what? There it is. It's just kind of stuck on that stop pin. Oh, stop pin came out. That's alright. Yep. So we do have phosphorus bronze washers, which I figured was the case on both sides. And here's an inside look of the Neutron. Lock bar. Oop. I love when I bump the tripod. I don't think I've done that in a long time though. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. And normally with washer knives, I like to use, I do have some nice Chris Reeve fluorinated grease more than I do nano oil. Just on washers. Bearings, I like the, well, that one's never been opened. It's usually a lot thicker than that. Okay. I could have sworn this stuff came out white, not clear liquid. There we go. That's what I thought it came out as. That's way too much. way, way, way too much. But let's put the washer there. So that stuff I first got out must be really old. Alright. Clean that up a little bit. Throw our blade back on there. So I'm not sure what they use, but I find for washers that the Chris Reed grease is the best. In fact, I still have some on this Q-tip right here, so let's just do that. Okay. Stop pin. So a very, very simple and easy knife to disassemble. Spoke too quickly. I'm trying to get my pivot through and I'm getting caught on that washer. Oh, Dorcas, I almost forgot these. So these just screw into the liners, not the G10, FYI, so that'll be interesting. Getting everything lined up perfectly. Got 2 out of 3, guys. 2 out of 3, not bad. First try, so let's do this. Okay, we got those lined up. So let's get those tightened down first. They look to be good to go. But the cool thing is you don't have to disassemble this knife if you don't want to, and you can swap the scales without disassembling, and that's one of the selling points of this knife and the Viator. Slip joint. There we go. I feel like we're still... There we are. Now we're all nicely sandwiched. Look how thin this knife is. So flippin' thin. I'm going to have to measure it here in a second. Oh yeah, pivot goes on first. Oh, so while I'm thinking about it, this is what I use on my knives now. It's called Vibra-Type, and I like it better than Loctite by quite a bit. So it is, and it looks red, but it's not like high strength like red Loctite is. You can actually get these out pretty easily after the fact. And I like how you can just stick your pivot or your screws in there. Get a little on there. So this is commonly used on like gun, like scope mounts and things of that nature. I think it's kind of taken off in that industry, so it's kind of starting to do so in the knife industry too, over a Loctite. Not a big Loctite fan. You have to let it cure for 24 hours. This stuff is like not even an hour, I don't think. We still got the big bit on that. So scale swaps is super easy. I mean, you could buy multiple scales. This guy have, you know, change them on your on a whim whenever you wanted to have a different color of knife. Very cool idea. Well executed. Okay. And our centering is definitely off. Smooth. No play. Once that grease work breaks into. Yeah, centering's good. Alright, so just like that. Disassembled, assembled. 10 minutes. I mean, could have gone faster too, but... So, there you go. There's the Neutron. So let's talk about the knife more. Because that's really what you came to for this video, right? Not necessarily to see it disassembled, but maybe some people did. Let's talk about why this is an awesome EDC knife. First of all, its size. Para 3, that's the new River's Edge Cutlery exclusive. And the Wee Nice Rectifier, one of my favorite knives, so it's kind of in the middle. It's about the same size as the Para 3. One thing you will notice, huge difference is how thin this knife is. It's probably the thinnest knife out there. I mean, it's so thin. It's got to be like under 0.4 inches wide. Man, I'm good. 3.4 inches wide. So slim in the pocket. So it makes for a nice EDC, slim, going to be very lightweight. Let's do a scale test right real quick. This thing's working. 2.4 ounces. So if you're looking for a very lightweight, very good sized, slim EDC knife, it's not a slip joint like the Viator. You know, this is a locking liner lock. This is the way to look, man. The Neutron. Where's my... Can't find my ruler to give you some measurements. So... maybe we'll look them up real quick. Oh, that ruler is, that's weird. I mean, I could use the calipers, I guess, but... So it's super thin in the handle. It's going to be very thin closed. I mean, you're going to be under just about an inch of the widest part. 1.2 inches. Not a lot of knives are that slim that way. You've got super thin blade stock. 0.088 blade stock. Yeah, 0.088, so very, very thin. In fact, the rectifier is, what, just under 1. 0.09, so this is even thinner blade stock than the rectifier. Your blade length, your overall length is 7 1/16 inches. Closed length is exactly 4 inches, and like I said, 2.5 ounces. What I got. 20 CV blade steel on a exactly 3-inch blade, which I like quite a bit, so it'll be legal in lots of areas. Good, just a great size for EDC. Great ergonomics in the handles. A G10 is nice and grippy, but not too bad. They're also going to offer smooth micarta, carbon fiber, and like 30 other colors of G10. I don't know if that many, but it's a lot. So just a great size, great feel in the hand, great size knife for EDC. I sliced up an apple already with this sucker. Man, it just fly through that. I thought these were a little thinner behind the edge than this, though. 0.028 inches just behind the edge. 0.026. 0.026 is the lowest I got. The rectifier is 0.016. No way. Oh my gosh. That can't be right. 0.018. Yeah, so the rectifier is going to be a lot thinner behind the edge, which is surprising because the blade stock is thicker. So that's because it's got that hollow grind, I think. Just for comparisons, a Paramilitary 3 is 0.036. Wow. No, 0.029. So kind of in between these full flat grind, hollow grind. So they run this hardness on the 20 CV at 60 to 61. But so it should be a very, very good slicer. It's surprising that to me, I think it's because of the hollow grind on this, because the blade stock is a little thicker, that the rectifier is so thin behind the edge. But you know, the Neutron is much thinner than a pair of 3, and a pair of 3 is usually referred, you know, pair of 2s, pair of 3s are usually referred to as excellent slicers. So this should be, and I sliced that apple up very good. Nice sharpening choil here, not a finger choil. That is for sharpening purposes, which is fantastic. I love when people do that. Actually, it's technically not a full flat. It doesn't come, you can see right, well, you can kind of see right here that it comes down. So it's not technically full flat grind like the pair of 3 is, but it is flat ground. Yeah. So let me go. I want you guys to think about the Neutron. I think it's excellent. I love the Viator minus the stiff action. Liked everything else about it. Slimness, the slim blade stock, the sliciness, his eyes. Now they just came out with a liner lock, which is fantastic. The price point on these, I believe, is let's see, $159 is what it starts out at, which is actually an extremely good deal when you consider it's made here in the USA in small quantities. 20 CV steel, 160 bucks. Totally worth it. I think the 20 CV Reptilian is going to be about the same cost, if you, I think, it's around there. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. First impressions and disassembly of the Neutron. This is definitely going to be one of my EDC, especially because how easy it is to change out the scales. You could rock 2 different colors if you wanted to, mix things up. I love that feature of it. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.